Good morning. It is another day of working in the shop, and we are still working on the Bombi. So we've had some problems with this Ford 9-inch. Nothing against it. We're just using it for extreme things. And one of the things we did is we friction welded some of the parts here in the differential. We're going to take it apart and beef it up so that it can handle the differential spinning without heating up and melting. If you remember last week, we left off with boring out these spindles for the 35 spline axles. We've got this one bored through, don't have the other one bored through yet. It is a big task. All right, so the first thing we've got to do today is tear this apart and inspect it. Heck? Somebody deslawed my hammer. Was that Tom?
Probably.
This seems like something Tom would do.
Tom?
I'm gonna have to avenge this claw hammer. Mark my word. All right. For those of you that care, this differential is upside down. And that poses a problem. And that problem is getting oil to these bearings, because not only is the pinion higher than the oil level, it also doesn't have the catch that it had. So the way this originally worked is oil would go in here and then run out the bearings to keep them lubricated. Well, I'm running it this way now, so I had to plug this hole, which I did with JB Weld, and then I drilled a new hole right here to catch the oil. So now the oil goes in there and goes out through the bearings. It's not quite as big of a catch. I don't know if it even works, but man, it feels like it works because these bearings are perfect. Okay, let's take these apart. Okay, before you take these caps off, you're going to want to make sure that they are stamped. And we've got our stamp right here. There. And then that means this one has to go over here. So that's plenty. That one. We had some shavings in there. This isn't from the differential coming apart. This is from drilling out the axle tubes. We just kind of gave up.
I think that was equally as advertising.
All right, here's where we see real damage. All right. So that's where this one definitely got hot, but that's not the side that welded. Okay, now this can be separated. Maybe these spider gears seized. So we're gonna need a new roll pin for sure. What if that was the problem? Something in here seized. This thing was locked up solid. Uh-oh. These gears may have seized on these shafts.
Oh, really?
That might be the problem. So let's see if we can get them out of here. Boy, that feels good. Those definitely got hot. Okay, there's the one that's seized right there. We found the offender. So this spider gear is seized onto that shaft. So let me explain exactly what happened here. When we were on that job with Robbie with the Suburban, I got in a situation where one track was spinning and I was to the floor on the rev limiter, 5,500 RPM I think is what we have that set at. The Bombi would have been going about 45 miles an hour, but it wasn't, it was stopped. And the left track was stopped and the right track was spinning. It did it for about a minute. And so that super high speed had to be sorted out here in the differential. We friction welded these spider gears to the spider shafts, the cross shafts. Now you can see the damage on this one. This one may have been welded for a minute, but it broke loose. It actually feels good, but I would never reuse it. Like that is friction damage right there, really bad. It didn't shear its pin. Its pin's right here. But these other ones, they sheared their pins, and that's how we got our differential action back. And if that hadn't happened, we wouldn't have been able to drive off the mountain because it only drove both tracks at the same speed. The answer here is one, don't do that bonehead move, but also I believe we can make some changes in here to get some oil to these so that they won't be so prone to it. Thinking of ways to do that. All right, Yukon's gonna get them parts shipped out right now, and I'm gonna finish drilling a hole through this spindle. with nothing more than a drill bit, and sheer determination. All right, we got the parts ordered, we've got the whole board through the spindle, and now there's nothing left to do except for electrical, which makes me sad, but happy that we have something to do. So I'm thinking it's gonna be a very big pain to work under this dash, and that's where most of the wiring is gonna happen. That also got me thinking that we could pull the cab off of this and I could work on it just like straight through here. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. So not only do we have a bunch of wiring that goes under this dash, we've got to put a heater box and then the ducting for the defroster, and there's going to be switches in there. We've got to do this in an intelligent way. Oh, looks like you just came back from the groomer. Look at you. Oh, look how pretty. See? Look how pretty Peanut can be when she's clean. So we need a 1/2-inch wrench and a ratchet. Well, that is a fine thread nut on a coarse thread bolt. That had to have been Hillbilly. I'm saying Hillbilly did that. Okay, we need to put these on. We've needed them on for a while. This is what holds the door open so it doesn't flop around and you can drive it through the wilderness. So we're gonna put these in with some top rivets. We need a drill bit. Here's another one right here. Okay. You put this up here, put that in there. Now you can drive it around. We're pulling the cab off, and we were going to use the forklift to do that, but then I got thinking we should make it so you can take it off with a lift really easy. We're going to be putting lifting pads at all 4 corners and then trying to lift it off with the lift. So these will be bolted to here. They'll be semi-permanent. We'll just see how they look. Hold this up here, Rip. Okay. All right, let's figure out how to put these front ones on. Bring one over here. Caitlin, let's check them out. So it's not ideal, but it is doable.
And this you want on there at all times, right?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is this always going to be on here?
Yeah, we're gonna send these off to get powder coated. Okay. All right. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for.
A solid move.
How's it looking?
Pretty good. Lift gently.
This thing looks like a Mars rover.
No.
Probably. All right, now that we've got the cab off of the Bombi, we can get to the dash really easy. We can mount the heater box. We can get all the wiring done, and I think that is what we're gonna do. And everybody says they want to drive it around with the cab off next.
If you want to know how long of a time this has been coming, I remember this from my first week. I'm looking at it like, what is this? And that was back in October.
Yeah, we were gonna get around to it.
Looks good. It's a massive heater, though.
Right there.
Grab some heat. And people's feet can slide right underneath it.
Somebody's just gonna kick the crap out of it. I'm gonna slam this thing in reverse. They're not gonna have their seatbelt on, and they're just gonna shatter this. Caitlin, you were in there when Tom went from the back seat to under the dash.
I'm falling out of the Bombi!
Do 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 do.
Oh, perfect.
Do 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 do. Does that mean anything to you kids? Do 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 do.
What's it off of?
It was the longest running series for years and years and years, and it was called MASH, and it was about a hospital unit in the Korean War.
So I know MASH, but I've never like seen it.
We've probably all, except for Caitlin, have seen MASH.
Nope, we have
I've
never.
seen like bits and parts of that.
Never even heard of it.
Hawkeye, Honeycut, Hot Lips, Houlihan.
So what I need to do is I need to have this triangle and a little flat plate with holes off of it.
You need a flat plate on both sides so that you can bolt it to this, or you can weld it to
Oh
it.
yeah, I thought
Let's
this was gonna be welded.
Yeah, just weld it to it.
That's okay.
It goes just like that.
I like it.
Yep, now we just got one more to do. Okay, let's try the other way.
There.
Try that.
So it'll be those size.
So cool.
Okay, now this will connect right there. That's how the power will get through. Then we'll be able to pull other hot sources from all those others.
Good morning, it's a new day in the shop. I wasn't here yesterday, but now I am here. Today we're gonna be welding on this catch can. It's aluminum and I'm super excited.
And we're gonna keep working on wiring. So all we gotta do is follow this treasure map, and at the end, there will be a completely wired Bombi. So let me tell you what we got here. This is from the key to run the engine. This is from the key to run the charging system. This is from the start button to run the starter. This is keyed power, so this goes with these two right here. And then this one goes to constant power. These are all deadmen. We don't need these for anything.
Ooh, deadman.
Except for we do need them for running the rear lights. That's what their main purpose is. So these wires were haphazardly placed in here. Some of them were wrapped around fuel lines, some of them were wrapped around brake lines. So I had to pull them all out, and we're getting them all in a wiring loom right now. So the wiring's super boring. It's not as boring as all the sanding that Robbie Layton does, but it is pretty boring. So we're gonna put as much of it in this video as possible. All right.
We love you, Robbie.
And we love you too, random citizens. Justin, none of these guys know MASH.
What?
Really?
Who doesn't know that?
You hold up.
This guy knows MASH. But yesterday, this guy doesn't know MASH, that guy doesn't know MASH.
What?
This gal doesn't know MASH.
That's no surprise, though.
What? With Hot Lips Houlihan or whatever?
That's what I was gonna say. I said Caitlin and Major Houlihan are kind of the same character. Does anybody agree that he looks like Corporal Klinger?
I don't know how to
Put a dress
feel.
on and try to get kicked out of the army.
Yes.
Okay, so Rhett started this yesterday and I'm gonna help him finish it up today because I have nothing better to do right now. I think this is for the heater and the AC, is that right?
Heater only.
Oh, heater only. We don't mess with AC in the Bombi. I'm gonna weld these up. I'm gonna bolt it onto the heater, and then we'll go over there, fit it up there, see where it needs to go, clean off the paint, weld it on there, and we're done with that until we have to run hoses. Looks good enough to me.
Bring, bring. Hello? Yeah, we can do that. Go save Robbie's guy.
Okay.
Got it.
We got it.
Is that stupid?
That was terrible.
Okay, I just got a call. We're gonna send these guys to do that.
So we got a call to go save Robbie, and you know what that means?
Who's driving?
I don't know, but we are taking the race car. I think there is only one fair way to settle this.
Good old rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Oh! Rock beats scissors! So we're gonna go save Steve. You know that he saved me before, so it's only right that we return the favor. And there's only one thing. We have a trailer tire that he needs. It's on the trailer, so we gotta go real fast. Woo! To Steve! All right, I think this is, yep, this is Steve right here. Well, we'll get you back on the road.
Cool.
When your buddies need help and they call, you come running.
Right.
All right, Steve.
All right, man.
Till
Thank
next
you.
time.
Okay, so we're gonna weld this on now. I've got everything hooked up, I've got everything bolted in, and I've got everything cleaned off to weld. But I needed some assistance holding this thing up. So, I have Colby to help me.
My soft cameraman arms, I want to get spackle.
So Colby's usually behind the camera. We got somebody else behind the camera right now. Say hi, Dylan.
Hi.
Okay, hold on, one more. Oh man, Rhett's not gonna be happy. Rhett, bring your art supplies. Oh no, it's bubbling up. That's all right. We can fix it. We're a shop, we're a fabrication shop. It's kind of like an art class.
We got heat.
How you feel about that, Rhett?
Not as pretty as it used to be.
I think you just need to bring watercolors, paint over it with your brush. It'll look great.
So we've got almost everything in the loom where we need it. We got our power pickups here that are gonna go to the bus bar. I'm really feeling like we're about to do a whole bunch more wiring for a couple of days. It's super boring. That's how I'm feeling. Feeling it?
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
So let me show you exactly how this works. So first you have the super cute little flip up. Gotta turn the ignition on. And then you start it.
If it was wired up, it totally would have started.
It would have, but we're not to that point yet.
And then turn it off, you just go. That's how it works.
That's his throttle.
Yes, well, so one of those things does it. Are you supposed to crimp those first before you solder them, or just solder?
I think just solder.
I think you crimp them, but that's just me.
All right, we've just got this wired up. We're gonna see if it works. It's not completely wired up. We're just gonna test it.
Bus bar.
I'm assuming we're in park.
I hope we're in park.
Why is that not starting?
Is fuel all right?
Oh, we did disconnect the fuel line.
I'm not hearing the fuel line, but we should have every single thing hooked up. What's not hooked up? Because we should be hearing the fuel pump go.
Yeah. Try again.
It was a simple problem. We just weren't getting power to this switch.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, let's try.
Try. Take 3.
Take 3. You good?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, maybe it won't run if the gas pedal's not plugged in.
I was gonna say. There it is right there underneath that toe.
Oh, it might not. Oh, that could easily do it. How many takes are we gonna have to do? Okay.
Like that bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That light's on when it's running. All right, we're back. It is a new day in the shop. We're still working on the Bombi. We've been doing some wiring, but check out the progress we have made. Are you ready? Oh, we've got wiring going on. And like I've already pointed out, wiring is almost as exciting as sanding. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna think of ways to spruce it up a bit. So I'm gonna start dancing while wiring. What do you do, Caitlin?
I don't know.
Mine was terrible. Colin just beat me. I just got served.
I feel like I need the music.
I think I know it. I was about to say, it's really awkward watching with no music.
It's like watching those like the filming scenes of like dances and stuff.
Yes.
And everybody's out there just shuffling because there's no music during the thing.
Breaths.
Yeah.
I didn't know wiring could be so fun.
It's not. Watch this. Okay.
Cut out the whole wiring on
Was
this.
that the one you just finished? Okay, no.
Yeah, it is. I'm just getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff here.
Wow.
Okay, I should be able to match all these together.
Colin, what are you working on?
Right now I'm working on the heater box, and we are so close to making it fit perfect.
Colby told me these are called Carling switches. And I really like these once they're installed, but I hate installing them because the tolerances are just so tight. And if you know anything about me and tolerances, I do not like tight tolerances. I like the opposite of tight tolerances, whatever that is.
Also, these will butterfly shred your thumbs when you try to pinch them. If you ever want to get that out of
That's really cute.
A fillet of thumb.
there. Yeah, try pinching those, but do it over and over again until it gets out of sight.
Oh, wow, you need all of your digits to do that. Remember, kids, it doesn't have to be straight as long as it looks straight. So a lot of you are going to ask, why did you put them offset like that? And the answer is primarily because I cut one hole here and the other hole here. The question is, once this is on here, we'll never be able to take it off.
Why is that?
Because have you tried to pull these off of the back of here?
No.
Make them too long and just coil them up underneath so you could unbolt the panel, pull it away, service them, put it back on.
What are you worried about breaking off?
Try to pull one of them off without, but please don't break it. See what I mean?
Yeah. That's a real problem, isn't it?
It is. Almost as bad as this sliver I got in my hand.
You should wear safety glasses.
How would that help?
Look at what he's wearing right now.
Safe.
So we've been wiring, a call came in, we've got to go do that job, but let me show you what we did up until that point. That's dim, you want bright?
Oh my goodness, those are really bright, even with the sunglasses.
Look at all that power.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about that. We got Bombi parts.
Oh my goodness.
Here's the carrier, and there's the parts. Let's check out.
Look at that
Those
presentation.
are brand new. Look at those.
What does it say on here? 31 spline. Okay, that answers our question. Okay, what are we gonna do to make this
We're
work?
not gonna be able to pull away from the Bombi now.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to a job. We'll be right back, and we're gonna work on this.
And there will be like,
All right, that job took longer than we thought. It's the next day. However, I did come in late by myself, and I came in early this morning. We got some stuff done. I wanna show you what that is. So first of all, the wiring is 100% done under this dash. Now, I am not a professional wiring guy. That's as good as I can do right there. I realize it's a little bit of a rat's nest, but it works, and I'll prove it right now. So this is how we start this thing, with race car stuff. And look at that.
When did that happen?
I told you I came in early.
Is it?
Yo, that is a legit dash. Look at that thing.
Wait, stop.
You can change the dash.
All right, what else do we have? Okay, look at this. Now, we're not done with this, but it does work. There's low heat, medium heat, high heat.
Wait a minute. Oh, this works now?
We don't have to use the exhaust anymore to warm up.
Yeah,
For the big fan in the back?
so that works. And then come up front, let me show you the crown jewel of the Bombi right here. We have low beams, we have high beams, and we have laser beams. Oh, that's not the right one, that one is.
Oh, that's bright.
Oh, and these covers are removable.
You should be able to see reindeer with that thing.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
I don't know how these come off, like that, look at that. Okay, I'll show you what we've got left to do. We really are cutting a lot of this out because I just run out of things to say when I'm wiring, and I become kind of grumpy. So, got a little bit of wiring here. This is the signal wire for a relay that runs our back floodlights. And then this wire right here, this goes to our tail lights. And this is what we'll use to finish the job. Some of the things we'll use to finish the job. So that's what's going on with our wiring. We're going to check with our affiliate in the field, Jake. Our correspondent. Is that what you are?
Communication.
This just in, we had reports of fenders are done, Matt.
There's scattered reports of fenders being done. That's good news.
Yeah.
So Jake's going to go grab those.
Yes.
You can take the race car?
Heck
You
yeah.
better take a helper.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, you win!
I win this time. We have a race car.
Oh, we're almost there.
And we're at the mountain.
Look how good these came out.
Dude, these are outstanding. I mean, it's standard issue powder coat black, but holy smokes, they did a really good job on this. I mean,
Wow.
nice.
That looks so good.
Well, this is kind of clever. Matt designed this, and it just clicks in. You can bolt it up. One person can take these fenders on and off. Engineering.
That looks pretty good. Holy smokes, I had no idea. I didn't know what we were capable of. These taillights look the business too. That's a Jakeism. Okay, let's do this.
How's this with the straight back Colby right there?
Looks a little straight down to me, but
Well, the angle's not right. I'm looking at this way right now.
looks fantastic.
Okay, let's plug this in. For the first time ever, we have completed a wiring project on a vehicle. For the first time. And I am so glad you were here to witness this. Jamie, turn off the lights. Rhett, show us what you got. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we got up here.
Ready?
Okay. Can you believe that? Every single one of these switches on the dashboard actually go to something. Fresh. Okay, we got the lights back on. We don't like doing too much of our work in the dark. What do we have left to finish this? It's a short list. I need to hook a hose to this. So what we got here is a coolant catch can. It's oversized. It's gonna be awesome. We've got to run heater hoses up to the heater box. We have got to wire and install the windshield wiper. And we've got to finish the ducting for the defroster. We've got some grip tape to put on here. We've got some no diving, no loitering signs to stick right there. Somebody was worried that somebody was gonna fall on these and slice themselves up. And I say that will be a hard lesson learned, but a good one.
We'll have snow clothes on. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. All right, so while we're on a roll, should we run those stupid hoses?
Heck
Yes.
yeah. Absolutely.
They're not stupid. They're just not fun.
It was tedious.
Those hot hoses.
Where's the hose at?
Gotcha.
How hard could they be to run?
What?
That's hot.
How thick is that? We're going
need
through
to get
several
there.
layers there, I think.
Oh, that feels better.
Oh yeah, this metal's quite thick. All right, vacuum that out.
Wow.
Flat blade screwdriver.
Someone sent you a banana phone.
Oh, nice.
So we thought that you could keep it in your car so when you get a call, you can be like, so we got a call.
Oh, that's nice.
Banana
We'll
phone.
do that.
Also, so you never run out,
Oh my
Johnny
goodness.
sent us a bunch of 9mm. Yeah.
there's like 20 of them here.
All right.
That's-
We'll put those in our welding kit.
That's a lot of razors we can fix right there.
We'll go through those in 2 weeks.
Wait, see that?
All right. We've got the hoses hooked up. We're gonna start it up, look for leaks, top it off. That'll be blowing hot before you know it. Mountain Dew? Mountain Dew.
That is so warm.
It says it's 100 degrees blowing out of there.
That feels so good.
That's 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, we got a lot done. We got the wiring done. We got the heater hooked up. We've got a little bit of looming to do on that. Not a big deal. Now, Colin's got to put his great brain to work on how we're going to divert this into defroster, which is really the most important.
I've already got a plan.
All right, that's enough for today. We'll be back like this. Did it work? Yeah, it looks like we're back. We have a light crew today. It's Friday. There's all kinds of graduations and things going on. Caitlin has a rock crawling competition that she's going to be going to. We don't have our crew here today except for Jake and Colby, but we are going to push through and we're going to work on the Bombi today. So what we have going on is we need to secure these radiator hoses. I call them radiator hoses, but really they're heater hoses. So we're going to get those put in and we're going to get this floor all sealed up. Like we can just put this all together now. So that.
So we're adding more sound deadening into the Bombi. We already had some over here and up in the cab, but what we're gonna do is put some under the seats, under this. It'll just, anything will help, so. Oh,
I'm smarter than that. I'm not smarter than that. Oh man.
oh, hey, can you block it off at all?
Man, I stuffed that right in there, didn't I?
Yeah. Out of nowhere.
Okay, Jake, you got one more of those somewhere?
Right here.
Okay, so let's leave that one on there. So let's put it on this way though.
Yeah, flip it.
Okay.
Whew. Do we have another coupler?
Do we need one? Did I hit this?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's got battle damage.
How bad is it? It's not through the first layer, is it?
Yeah, that's like halfway through there.
All right, so there's something about my personality where I am willing to take really extreme risks with no reward. And I think net, it serves me well, like I'm above. But man, when I do stuff like this, I'm like, why? I'm not a smart man, but I'm smarter than that.
The house usually wins around here. Today, it got lucky.
Yeah, today Murphy got lucky.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw this in for the final time.
That is a small spot to put that stuff.
So we got the windlace on here, and that will Give us a nice edge to rub against for all this stuff. We're not going to put the seats in this because we've still got to pull these panels back out to put the differential back in there. We already got all the parts from Yukon that we need, but we're still waiting on the axles from RCV. We're going to get this put together, and we're taking this to the top of the world. From the Green Gate to the top of the world without any problems.
Oh my goodness, Green Gate, huh? Let's do it. I'm in on that. You know, this thing's like a big Lego set. We keep pulling it apart and then putting it back together.
The question is, are we taking it up there with the Safari top or with the...
Gotta
metal
go
top?
Safari.
Yes, Safari.
I am really happy with the progress that we've made on the Bombi. I can't wait to progress more, but the time has come to close this video out.
Thanks for watching.
I don't know the Macarena.
What?
I don't.
I do not know the Macarena.
As you pull it off.
I'm a freestyler.